Alright, yeah, okay, there's the opening. Okay, so in the last episode, Mario, you were telling me that I was apparently adopted. Now I'm not gonna let this slide again. We ain't gonna forget about this. I wanna talk about it. You said that I was adopted. And what is that all about, Mario? Is it true? Is it not true? What's going on?
Luigi, this is a very long, complex story.
It is.
Better strap in, Luigi, because this one's a doozy, full of epic tales through Gumdrop Valleys and Candy Cane Forests.
Gumdrop Valleys, Candy Cane Forests.
That's right, Luigi. The Candy Cane Forest borders the Cascade Kingdom.
I don't think I ever knew that. It wasn't in the maps from the game. But okay, Candy Cane Forest, I can visualize that. That seems relatively wacky.
Luigi, you see, the truth is, your parents were royalty from the Croissant Kingdom.
The Croissant Kingdom? Now where's that?
The Croissant Kingdom's whereabouts doesn't matter anymore, Luigi, because it was destroyed, Luigi. It was destroyed.
Destroyed? Oh my gosh, this is a lot to take in.
In fiery flames of war and death.
I was royalty? I was in a war?
That's right, Luigi. You were just a baby.
Oh.
I was just a child as well, Luigi.
Yeah, I guess that would make sense.
It was a dark and stormy day, Luigi. We just received a letter. The king and queen were fleeing the war, pulled in a carriage by Cataclyx, Luigi.
Cataclyx?
Cataclyx, that's right. Any attacking foes of the kingdom would be flipped into the air and likely break a limb, Luigi.
Yeah, Cataclyx, they're pretty powerful. I can see why they would use that as transportation.
Nobody cares what you have to say.
I'm just saying, this must have been a really powerful kingdom if they could employ Cataclyx at their disposal like that. Wow.
They're not employed, Luigi. They're enslaved.
Oh, well, that's not quite as wacky, but whatever, it was a different time.
What did you expect, Luigi?
I guess it's true, you can't tame the wild heart of a Cataclyx. I learned that a long time ago.
The carriage never arrived, Luigi.
Where exactly were they fleeing to, Mario? You said they left the Croissant Kingdom, but where were they going to begin with?
To the Mushroom Kingdom, Luigi, where I lived.
Ah, it was like a safe haven. That makes sense, but they never made it?
That's right, Luigi, they never made it.
What happened?
I'm getting to that, Luigi. Shut your mouth.
Okay, I'm on the edge of my seat.
You see, what happened, Luigi? Nobody knew what happened. My mother and father were hesitant to send out a search party. They already had all of our security guarding the kingdom, in case the attackers on the Croissant Kingdom decided to turn their gaze towards the Mushroom Kingdom.
Makes sense. They were being cautious.
But one thing I knew for sure, if there was a chance that at least the baby was still alive, the heir to the Croissant Kingdom, I wanted a baby brother.
You knew that as a baby? You could have only been like a month old, 2 months old by that point, Mario.
That's right, Luigi, I knew it.
You had a big brain, I guess. That's that 200 level IQ at play.
2000.
It's gone up? Last time you said it was 200.
Anyway, so I snuck out of the castle at dusk.
All by yourself with only a diaper?
That's right, Luigi. I snuck out of the castle on my own.
Oh, that's impressive.
Unbeknownst to my parents. You see, the castle security wasn't really very good. Toads, they're not very good at their jobs, Luigi. They're not.
Old news.
I snuck out, Luigi. I began my search for the long-lost heir and the king and queen.
Well, wait, Mario, I hope you'll forgive me, but I have a couple of questions. Like, first of all, how did you even know where to find me? Like, there's a lot of kingdoms out there. For all you know, I could have been in the Honey Hive Kingdom or something.
I took a map, Luigi.
A map?
And I began tracing all of the likely routes that you would have taken.
Oh, okay, but you said that you only had a diaper. Where'd you get the map from?
I really didn't think it was that important to add, Luigi. Of course I had a map. I'm only just now telling you that I have a map. You don't have to ask. You had a map? I'm just now telling you that I have one, you stupid piece of.
Oh, it's alright, Mario. Okay. There's no need to get explicit here. Okay, it was an honest mistake. I'll stop asking questions.
Despite what I did for you as a child, Luigi, I hate you.
Okay, well, that comes later. At this point in time, it sounds like you liked the idea of me. You wanted a baby brother.
I knew as soon as I found you, I was wrong.
Spoilers? Well, what happened next, Mario?
What happened next, Luigi? I went traveling to the Gumdrop Mountains.
Gumdrop Mountains.
I slayed a massive gumdrop ochre.
Wow, you don't see those in the games. This sounds like something from Candyland.
That's right, Luigi, it is.
It is?
It's somewhere. Somewhere.
Where is it?
Somewhere, Luigi. Anyway, I found my path.
Oh.
I hallucinated dangerous beasts, Luigi. I don't know if this was real or not, but I swear I fought a manticore single-handedly.
What? Wow.
A manticore, Luigi. A manticore.
A manticore?
I put it in a headlock and tore its head off.
Now, Mario, that seems a tad bit unlikely, seeing as you could have only been the size of...
Anyway, Luigi, I passed by a hut full of crazed witches.
Witches?
Witches, Luigi. Witches.
Okay.
You know what witches like to eat, Luigi?
Eye of Newt?
Babies.
Oh.
Unbeknownst to me at the time, they seemed a wee bit friendly.
Well, what'd you do?
The 3 witches were named Gertrude, Agatha, and Magus, Luigi. Magus.
Very witchy names there.
That's right, Luigi. I stepped into their cabin. They were brewing a strange brew. And I said, "Oh, 3 witches, beautiful as the starry night." I tried to flatter him, you see.
Oh, yeah, that's clever.
"Oh, 3 witches, beautiful as the starry night. Will you please tell my fortune so as to help my plight?"
Huh.
They took the bait, Luigi. They took the bait.
Okay.
I charmed them and I rhymed, and that's what witches like.
Can't argue with that. That seems pretty logically solid.
They told me my path would be fraught with peril, Luigi. Fire-breathing giant salamanders.
Oh.
Giant mutated mushrooms.
Oh my gosh.
Fearsome wigglers.
Oh.
And booze, Luigi.
No.
Booze! And the witches, they set me on my path. Or so I thought.
Huh?
Instead, they scooped me up and they said
What'd they say?
they couldn't let me go. For if I found the child of the Croissant Kingdom, chaos would reign across the land.
Oh my gosh, I had my own mythology behind me.
I'm not sure why. I think they were just crazy, and I think they wanted an excuse to try and eat me.
I wanted those baby back ribs. you get it?
I poked out the eyes of the nearest hag, Gertrude.
Oh.
She had her hands on me.
Oh my gosh.
And I poked her eyes out, and I dunked her head into the cauldron.
This seems very violent for a small child.
I dunked her head into the cauldron, and I whapped her upside the back of the head
Oh my gosh.
with the giant cauldron spoon.
That doesn't seem like it would be very effective.
And whenever I looked into that broth, Luigi, I found rib cages, human pieces floating about, eyeballs, tongues, brains, Luigi, floating all around. I grabbed an eye of Newt from the shelves of ingredients, Luigi, and I hurled it at Magus. Magus was stunned, Luigi, and so I did my famous signature jump for the first time, and my feet caved into her skull.
Oh my god.
She fell.
This is much more violent than I was anticipating. I didn't know so many people died just so you could find me. But I guess they were witches, so they were evil. So I guess that makes it okay.
That only left Agatha, Luigi.
Right.
The cunning witch. She was the most deadly of them all. So, what I did, Luigi, I took the back of her gown and I began spinning her all around.
I like the rhymes.
She tried to scratch and claw. She tried to use her spells, but I paid them no mind. Evil was made to suffer, and so I made her suffer. I spun her around, her head hitting every surface of the room, Luigi. Blood spraying. She must have been dead after 3 hits at least. But I kept on going. I spun her around, her body tearing to shreds, all the way down to her feet. Every
Okay.
bit smashed to
Mario, I think
red
you're getting
mashed
too into
potatoes.
this. That's enough.
Anyway, she was dead.
Yeah, I guess so.
And from their hut, I took their witchy magic wand.
And you used it to transport to me and save me.
I used it to guide my path.
Oh, okay, that works too.
I took their spell book, Luigi, and I muttered an incantation.
How'd you know how to do that, though?
I read through the glossary, Luigi, and I found a spell that would light the way to what I desire most. And so, I set out with rations of Eye of Newt for food.
That's all you had? Wow.
That's right, Luigi. And it was something that I thought was water, but I wasn't quite sure. It really didn't taste very good. It burned the throat, and it made me feel all wobbly, Luigi. I later on found out that this sensation was inebriation.
Wait, you got inebriated as a small child?
The witches were brewing moonshine.
Oh my gosh!
That's illegal.
That really could have messed you up. I'm glad that you took them out. They were clearly very dangerous.
I thought it was water. It was moonshine.
Right, of course.
Common mistake.
Yeah.
I followed the path towards the dark shadow woods of peril, Luigi. The dark shadow woods of peril.
Is that their official name?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Filled with dark creatures of ill intent, ill repute, and malice.
Sounds like a not so good place.
I snuck in. I crept through the trees, Luigi, as silently as I could.
Yeah.
But leaves and branches kept on cracking under my feet.
Yeah?
And I began seeing eyes gleam through the darkness at me, Luigi. And the howl of wolves.
Wolves?
That was no ordinary wolves, Luigi.
What were they?
It had been rumored that werewolves crept about in the woods.
Werewolves?
That's right, Luigi.
Werewolves give me the creeps.
The eyes were closing in, Luigi.
No.
Actually, it didn't really turn out to be anything at all.
What?
I got through the forest, no problem.
Oh. Just like that?
That's right, Luigi. I walked on through. I
But...
tossed about an Eye of Newt here and there, and I was left unbothered.
Oh.
Eye of Newts actually taste similar to olives. I'm not sure if you're a big fan or not.
Mario, I don't care about that. You're telling me that you got through the forest of malcontent or whatever it was called without suffering any issues whatsoever? It just seems kind of not very dramatic.
Well, it's hit or miss.
Yeah. Okay, well, what happened then?
After I made my way through, Luigi, I came to a fortress
Fortress?
known as the Giant's Fortress, Luigi.
The Giant's Fortress, wow.
A giant stood within the fortress, never to let anyone cross. I think that my GPS spell kind of took me on a bit of a weird route, to be honest.
Yeah.
So the giant stood guard, Luigi. And so, I said, riddle me this, giant. What stand tall and mean and angry over a baby?
Okay.
And the giant was stumped. He didn't know what it was, Luigi.
Stupid giants.
The giant was very upset that a baby could outwit him.
Yeah.
And he went away into his cave and cried. So I passed through.
Well, that's giants for you. The size of a building, but the brain the size of a toaster oven. Like they say.
That's the end of the story.
What? What do you mean?
It ends there, Luigi.
It can't end there, Mario. You haven't even found me yet.
Well, I passed out along the way. I don't remember.
What do you mean you don't remember? No, Mario, you can't just end it there. It's the most anticlimactic thing ever. Think hard, Mario. Think hard.
It was a spooky path, Luigi. A spooky path.
Okay.
It was getting kind of creepy.
Okay. Spooky, yeah.
Wait.
What?
No, this was the lava level.
Oh.
I entered the volcano. Rumble bump, gumper rump.
Oh, yeah, I think I've heard of that one.
There were fire-breathing salamanders all about.
Oh.
But I got through just fine.
Oh.
And that's it. So, I made it past the lava level, Luigi.
Okay.
And then there was the spooky path.
Oh my gosh, another spooky path.
Wait, no, this was the flower fields.
Okay.
There were wigglers. Wigglers!
Wigglers.
Dreadful creatures, Luigi. They got angry at the sight of me.
Yeah.
They tried to steamroll me, Luigi. They tried!
Whoa.
I put a spell on them that would make their blood vessels burst. Blood burst from their eyes, the pores, and poured from every hole possible.
Okay.
And they ran, but I didn't let a single one live.
Yeah, how many wigglers was this, Mario? Was this like an entire stampede? Was it like one wiggler, two wigglers?
Oh, it was at least 300.
300 wigglers?
That's why they're endangered, Luigi.
That's like genocide almost.
I'm not proud of everything I've done, Luigi. Just leave it at that.
Okay.
Anyway, next came the spooky path, Luigi.
This is the real spooky path.
To a spooky-looking mansion.
Mansion? Oh no.
Some boos floated down to me. They said,
I don't like where this is going.
"You want the baby? Well, then you'll have to come inside."
This dialogue is riveting.
They began whispering things in my ears, Luigi, beckoning me forward.
This sounds like a trap, Mario.
And what I found, Luigi, just outside the mansion, was the carriage. The croissant carriage.
My parents' carriage.
With the corpses of Cataclyx lying in front. The ghost of a woman floated there. Your mother.
My mother.
She said, "My husband, he has turned
No.
into a boo.
Not a bull. My own father.
And he took you inside the mansion to try and get you somewhere safe."
I don't like where this is going.
When I went inside, I found illusions.
Illusion?
I said, "What's going on? What's going on, Luigi? What is going on?"
I don't know.
What's going
it's
on?
Your story.
Dude,
What happened?
I-
Mario, calm down.
Sorry. I have PTSD from this part.
I guess so.
Yeah, I was still in a hallucination state, and these illusions just amplified it. I was freaking out. I couldn't see. When I stepped forwards, I looked down at my feet. I was stepping backwards. I said, "What's up with that?"
Oh my god.
I looked in the mirror and found my skin turned inside out, my eyeballs hanging out of my head.
Only a master of illusions could do something like that.
I began to go blind.
What?
The light, the colors, the smells, the touch. It was too much. I was freaking out, bro. So I ran around, screaming my head off, bro. Looking at the emblem on the chest, I found that the dead wandering about were citizens of the Croissant Kingdom.
No.
The last to flee, Luigi. The last to flee.
What a sad story. I can't believe that happened to all my people. I'm the last of my people.
I fell through a trap door, Luigi. I seemed to be falling forever. Boos were coming at me from the darkness, but I dodged them midair.
Oh.
I twisted. I twerked my hips. I spun. I pirouetted in air.
Okay.
I heard the crying of a baby, Luigi.
That's me. I'm the baby.
It's you, Luigi, clad in green. The heir of the Croissant Kingdom still lived. So I picked you up, Luigi. I picked you up.
Wait, you picked me up, but we were like the same size.
I picked you up, Luigi. I said, there, little tyke. I'll get you home. But then I heard devilish laughter.
That does sound pretty devilish. Who could it be? Ludwig Wario? Waluigi?
I turned to find the boo that your father became with the crown
no, don't say it.
atop his head.
No, don't say it.
King
Mario.
Boo,
Ah!
Luigi! Your father is King Boo!
No, that can't be true. That can't be true, Mario. No.
Your father became King Boo, master of illusions, your nemesis. Oh, the twist, bro, the twist.
This is too much. This is too much information for me to process. I feel lightheaded.
I ran, Luigi, but the illusions. He just kept on throwing illusions at me. I hopped atop the heads of boos.
Aren't they supposed to, like, kill you on contact, though? How'd you hop on them?
Well, it worked this time.
Oh, okay. Fate was on your side.
I hopped atop the heads of boos, back up to the trap door, Luigi. The illusions and hallucinations were still spinning around my head, but I kept on running. King Boo on my tail, and you were screaming, Luigi.
Yeah, I guess this is where my fear of boos came from. It's all adding up.
I escaped from the mansion, Luigi. I ran as fast as I could, and then I looked back in the spell book, and I found a fast travel spell that only worked on places that you previously visited.
Oh, of course, I didn't even think of that.
And so, I transported back home with the heir to the throne of the Croissant Kingdom in my hands. my brother.
Yeah. That's amazing.
The end.
Oh, what a touching story, Wario. Oh, I never know. I never would have imagined this. Wow, I can't believe you didn't tell me this sooner. Wow, it really all happened like that, huh?
No.
What?
It didn't happen, Luigi. I made it up.
You made what part up? What did you make up?
All of it.
What? What do you mean all of it?
All of it.
Mario, you telling me that the last half hour or more has just been you telling me some storybook fantasy? Is that what you're telling me?
I came up with it on the spot, Luigi.
Oh my gosh, Mario, this is ridiculous. Just tell me where I came from then. Am I really royalty? What am I? Where did you find me?
To be truthful, Luigi, we found you soiled in a Burger King parking lot.
Is this another joke? Is this gonna be another, like, haha funny moment?
No, we got pictures. Just never showed them to you. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of the Plumbers Podcast. Make sure you follow our social media on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, all the shindigs. Thank you much. Good night. Love ya.